welcome back. I hope you had a great week. I hope you stayed safe. I hope you stayed informed. I hope you're staying hydrated. And most importantly, I hope you're getting your steps in because, woo, it is not easy. Lately I've been trying to do my best to get my steps in, and they said you're supposed to get minimum 8,000 to 10K steps. That's not as easy as it looks. But I've been doing my best, and one day I did get 10K, but you have to actively be thinking about I've been sitting for a little bit, let me walk around for 10 minutes and especially when you work 8 hour, it is not easy. And it's such an adjustment to your current life, but I am doing my best. So in my last video, I talked about how I wanted to celebrate my progress, but I guess I never actually celebrated. So here I am celebrating. Okay, so I was in a handful of things. I was in a handful of on-screen talent. I even got paid for one of my on-screen talents. So you can say that your girl is now a paid actor. Oh my gosh. Woo! I completed an acting class. That was a lot of fun. It was a lot of work. What else have I done? And my overall biggest goal since I started my acting journey was to add credits to my name. Now, when I create my acting resume, there are credits to my name. It's not a lot, but it's much more than when I first started out when I was in one play. So, we doing it. I was also in a 48-hour competition, so that was a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to watching that and also seeing everyone else's projects. And if we win, that'd be kind of cool. But yeah, I have made a lot of progress. I took a boxing class at one point in time. I remember that. And that was hard. So again, I have accomplished a lot. The moment I made the active decision that I was going to begin to take the steps I needed to take to get to the next step in my life, all I ever kept looking at was what I still hadn't done, and I never actually took an honest look at what I have done. And I have done a lot, and I'm grateful. Woo. So, with that, I am going to adjust and reevaluate some of my goals for the end of the year. So, as you've already heard, one of the first goals I wanted to make sure I take care of myself. Health is wealth. So I'm going to begin to make sure I try and get as many steps in a day as I possibly can. 10K is kind of hard. So I'm going to try and do at least 8,000. Yeah, 8,000 a day. That's doable, right? I mean, I already started to do it. So that's what's amazing. This last week, that's what I was doing. And yeah, it's hard. I have to wake up early, walk for 45 minutes. And then in the evening, right before walk for 45 minutes. And then in between the 8-hour workday, you gotta walk for 30 minutes. And anyway, health is wealth. And I am going to begin to take care of my body. I also want to take another boxing class. Long-term goal, I want to be in a tournament. I probably won't win or anything, but I want to try. I want to at least try and be okay, how far can I get? Where, ooh, yes, I'm so excited. So I'm going to take a boxing class. Now, it is currently June, and I can't really take a class until the end of the summer, only because I am currently in a summer musical. So that is going to be a long-term goal. So right now it's just take care of my body, get my body in stamina shape, I guess, because boxing takes a lot of stamina. So yeah, get my body in stamina shape. When it comes to my acting classes, while I have been in a handful of things, that does not mean the work is done. I need to continue to hone my skills and my abilities. So before the end of the year, I can't take a few, I would ideally like to take a few more acting classes, but I might attend a few acting workshops to really just continue to hone my craft. And there's a couple that's coming up, so this also just requires me saving money because, yeah, acting classes, acting workshops, these aren't cheap, but nonetheless, we progress. On the creative aspect of things, I'm going to continue to do another thing to celebrate. I have maintained my goal of trying to post every single week. That is something worth celebrating. That is a goal I'm going to continue, but also I need to get attention from a certain amount of people so I can begin to create a few more bigger scale projects that I can see in my mind. That I'm going to keep a little bit of a secret for now, but who's to say? I hope I can figure things out on that aspect. I also want to start a project of my own, which I'm not really sure where to start. I want to find a few people within the city of Minneapolis that want to do this project with me and potentially even make a mini series. Maybe I can even get it on Tubi. Ooh, yes. The possibilities are endless. Ooh, I'm so excited. But the first aspect of that is I need to, write the project. Yep. And of course, when it comes to my acting, since there are 6 months left in the year, I am hoping that, I can be in 6 more things. So that is essentially at least one project for each month, at least. Or if I'm in a film or anything, so that will count for 2 or 3 because that takes a long time. But I just need to continue to put myself out there. I cannot be shy anymore. I cannot be oh, I know I'm scared. I need to put myself out there because I know what I want in this life. Also, last but not least, I want to get paid again because, getting paid was nice. I was just kind of ooh, run me my money. So hopefully in the 6 things that I do or potential future film or anything that I have that is available and opportunities come for the end of the year, I can get paid for 1 or 2 things. So that is my acting goal, my creative goal, my acting class, acting craft goal, and also my body and health goals. Whew. And obviously I gave you kind of the outline, but I'm going to go and fine tune these goals for myself. And me making this video is me holding myself accountable. So at the end of the year, I can look back and see what I accomplished, what I didn't accomplish, what I can celebrate, and what I need to readjust into the next year. Obviously, there are other factors that come into play, i.e., if the aliens come back to get us, I won't have to worry about any of this anymore. But just I'm not oblivious to what is going on in this world. I am going to do my best to also make sure I am making a difference. It's not just about oh yes, these are the goals I want for myself, but I also want to change the world in my own way. I have always wanted to change the world in my own way. And it starts with me. So that's what I'm going to continue to do. Thank you so much for coming back to watch my videos. Hopefully by next week, I'm not gonna lie to y'all, rehearsals for me next week is gonna be crazy. So I'm going to do my best to maintain this goal because I don't want to break it, but I'm going to still post. I hopefully will get back to when I was 8 years old. I think there's only 3 or 4 stories left in that saga, and then I'll move on to other stories. But hopefully I get back to posting that. Be patient with me because I'm giving myself grace. Whew. Thank you so much for coming back to watch my videos. I hope me talking about my goals and celebrating my progress inspires you, encourages you, because we have to have each other's backs. But anyway, all that being said, I hope you stay informed. I hope you stay safe. I hope you stay hydrated. I hope you maintain your step goals for the day. Most importantly, stay tuned. I'll see you soon.